How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about what it takes to become the highest, most positive, enlightened, loving version of yourself and the easy steps that you can take to get there. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that resonates with you in this episode, if you're on Spotify or YouTube, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what resonates with you and what you enjoy in the episode, but somebody else might read that comment and it might inspire them to give it a listen. My goal is to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that is together. So whether you leave a comment or you share this episode with somebody that you believe it would help, it would mean the absolute world to me. I could never thank you enough, and I just appreciate you allowing me to be on the journey with you. But with that, let's dive into today's message. So how do you level up? How do you become the most successful version of yourself? This inspiration, or the inspiration for this episode, actually comes from a coaching call I just did. And we're talking and we're nearing the end. And as I work with people, thoughts come to my mind and I process things. And this is something that is a question that I lined on. And it's a two-part question. The first one, so many people ask. In fact, it's the #1 thing I get on this podcast. Like, how do I build the positive mindset? It's about, what do I need to do to achieve this or to feel this? And we talk about the breathing techniques, the positive imagery of like creating a perfect future day, I am statements. So we talk about all the things that you need to do to put you in the frequency. But not often enough, we don't talk about what you need to stop doing, what you need to lose, what you need to let go to become the version of you that you are meant to be. In fact, that's where most people fail. If you've listened to at least 1 or 2 episodes of my podcast, or you've researched in the world, you know steps that you can apply immediately to make the shift. You see, it's not knowing what to do, it's knowing what not to do anymore, or knowing what you have to cut out in your life. In fact, when I reflect on my coaching with people, that's where the biggest growth happens. It's not always talking about what you need to do or who you need to be or the steps you need to take. It's what you need to let go to allow yourself to be it. So if you want to know what you need to let go, the first step is reflection. Reflect in your life. What beliefs about yourself are you not willing to let go? What energies around you are you not willing to let go? Whether it's people, places, or things. They value you, you value them, you appreciate them, and you're just not willing to let them go. What thought patterns are you not willing to let go? What was told to you as a child, whether it's from your teachers or your parents, that's been built in your brain that people that want money are greedy, or you're egotistical if you're going on self-development, like whatever it is, or that you're the problem or you're the cause of stress. What thought patterns are you not willing to let go? Letting go is a powerful thing. Of course, forgiveness is one of the most powerful processes to do it, because with somebody, for example, maybe they've caused damage to you, whether it's mental, physical, or spiritual, and rightfully, they deserve anger. They deserve, whatever it is that you're giving them, the silent treatment, whatever it is. They deserve it because of what they've done. If you're giving them anything but love, what you're giving them is within you. So if you want to be a loving individual, if you want to be at peace, if you want to soar, you have to resonate those things in all ways, even to the people that don't, quote unquote, deserve it. Are you willing to let go? Are you willing to choose success, meaning the highest version of you, over everything? And that's where most people fall short. They're just not willing to do it. They're not willing to forgive because they want to be right. They're not willing to let go because they're attached to something, the identity it gives them, the feeling it gives them, whatever it is, they don't want to let go. And I do this myself. This is my biggest opportunity, is letting go of the limiting beliefs, letting go of the self-sabotage, letting go of the relationships and people that I love and I appreciate, but don't serve where I'm trying to go. In your life, where is this true? It's not about what you do, it's about what you don't do that ultimately is going to create success. There's plenty of people that are doing the positive meditation. There's plenty of people that are tuning into the episodes. There's plenty of people that are doing the I am statements and the future vision, creating that. They're doing all of those things and they're not getting the success. It's because of what they're not willing to let go. It's not right or wrong to keep someone in your life. It's not right or wrong to keep a belief in your life, because I do believe that it's all happening for you. So even the things that are pulling down are happening for you in the sense that you can still learn and observe from them. You can still grow from them. But at some point, you have to let go. You have to free yourself. You have to be willing to be something different, because that means letting go of your old self. The way I presented this question, and it's the way I'm going to present it to you. So imagine you've become successful. And by success, it could be business success. It could be entrepreneurial success. It could be personal success, whatever success means to you. The highest version of you, the most loving, the biggest, the grandest, the most powerful version of you. And you're having an interview. It's on 60 Minutes or whatever is around that time. And this is you in the future. This is not right now. This is near the end of your career, the end of your time. And so you've created a book. You've shared all your wins and your losses and how you became this person. You've shared it with the world. So you're having this interview. And of course, they start out with asking the normal questions. We appreciate the book. We appreciate you spending the time with us. You've shared all these things of how you came here. But the question we have for you is this. What did you lose to get here? What did you not get to do because you got here? What did you have to let go of to become this version of you? Reflect on that. Create that scene in your mind and see what comes to mind for you. What were you willing to lose to become the higher version of you? What were you willing to let go? Because that's going to be the difference. I work with people that are working on building like a second business. I have a program with a partner of mine called Freedom Fundamentals. And it's a wholesaling real estate business. And he does the real estate coaching and I do the mindset coaching. And what I'm starting to notice is there's a bit of a pattern. There's only so many steps that it takes to become a successful wholesaler. It's actually pretty simple. The steps are simple. The process is simple. You just have to do it. So after a few weeks of coaching in this program, we're saying the same things over and over, because it's just, you need to know these things. And of course, there's depth of knowledge. There's surface level of what you have to do. And then there's understanding at a deeper level. So we keep going into it. But what I'm noticing is everybody at this point that's been in the calls for a while knows what to do. It's what they're not willing to let go that stops it. So create that situation. Create that vision in your mind and allow yourself to tell yourself what it is that you're willing to let go. Just like the people that are in the coaching class that I talk about with the real estate program. You see, some of them, they all know what to do. It's what they're not willing to let go that's causing them to fail. Whether it's the family time. They don't want to let go spending that time with their kids. I understand it. That's a sacrifice that has to be made if you want to expand in your business. Meaning you have a full-time job, you're going to have to find time to work on it. Maybe they're not willing to let go of the extra sleep they're getting or the sleep they feel they need. I'm not judging what it is that you're not willing to let go, but you have to reflect and know that there's a reason. And it's not what you know, it's what you're not willing to let go that might be stopping you. So take some time, reflect, look at your life, decide, am I willing to cut the strings on these things? Am I willing to stop doing these things? Because if the answer is no, then you will stay in the frequency that you're at. It doesn't matter how many shortcuts you learn. It doesn't matter how many podcasts you listen to. It doesn't matter all the processes, all the breathing techniques, all the vision, all of that stuff will not matter if you can't let go of what's holding you back. So move forward in both an understanding, forgiveness, and freeness. Allow yourself to be, allow yourself to let go, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on whatever it is that you're going through, and you can apply this to your life. Add the good things, subtract the negative ones, and expand in your light. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, that's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group, all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're wanting to level up, if you listen to this episode and you want to work with somebody that can help you grow and expand, this is what I do. I'm a mindset coach. I help people become the highest version of themselves. In my program, we talk about what to add, what to subtract. It's all about this type of thing. I'm currently full, but the time that you might be listening to this episode, I may have some openings. If you want to reach out, you can reach out via Instagram down below, or there's another link down below. If you fill that out, I will get back to you as soon as possible, and we can talk about how this program might be right for you. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.